Friends, denizens of the internet, hello, welcome back to another classic one-shot over here at LostTimeGaming. I'm Devo, and today we are jumping into something special. We're going to do a small part series, again, kind of like Magic Sword, that will just kind of get added to over time, because, I always try and do the classic one-shots as like a side thing, but today we're checking out something special. Now, see if I can back out here. We are checking out Bahamut Lagoon. Now, what makes this game special? Well, suffice to say, this game doesn't exist. But what I mean by that, before you get all, like, existential on me, is that this game was never released in America. I don't know much about it beyond that point. I just know that this is kind of like a fan-made translation. And suffice to say, we're going to have some storyline and stuff. This is basically a classic JRPG slash TRPG, which is it's a tactics RPG, kind of in the vein of Final Fantasy Tactics or Tactics Over. Now, let's see if we can... I don't think I can speed this up, unfortunately. Alright, hold on. I will see you after this credit, or this cutscene here, because this is a heavily story-based game. We're not here for the cutscenes. Alright, so here we are. We are in the game here. Now, this is one of these sections that you would call kind of a story section. We can walk around, we can talk to people, and this has very, very classic style, like in the vein of Final Fantasy VI dialogue. A lot of the characters have, like, you can almost see where a character was kind of like a portion of a character's personality was pulled and used in like a different game, like X amount of years later. Because I believe this is a Square... it's not Square Enix. I believe this is a Square Soft game, which, if you don't know what that is, that was Square a million years ago. Now you go in, there's towns, there's houses, you can go and attain Nimbus Rub. See, that's actually good. We actually have... I can't pull up a menu while we're here, unfortunately. But, you can... It's got all the classic finest... my brain's just not working. It's got the all the classic niceties that a good JRPG would have. Cool maps. We got some rain going on. That's always nice. We got characters doing funny things. There's an empire in this game, and of course, if there's an empire, there's rebels. And you kind of live in this world where the whole world kind of is in floating continents in like a never-ending ocean of air. It's really strange, but it's really endearing too. I've never quite seen such a unique world in a RPG that was fun. I've seen unique worlds in RPGs that were terrible, and we'll look at one of those in the future. Namely, I want to name drop it here, so in case you know what it is, you'll know how terrible it is. Resonance of Fate. Oh man, it's got like the dumbest storyline that you'll ever see in an RPG, and the combat is like pants on head crazy. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's terribly aggravating, but it isn't. It is a okay game. It's a bad JRPG, it's an okay game, we'll put it that way. Whereas this has a very, like I said, a very classic style JRPG storyline to it. There's an empire, there's chosen ones, there's dragons and summons, and here, I believe this guy's having a film noir, like, narration to the screen kind of deal going on. Like I said, you can almost see where certain things in this game... Oh, and then he got slapped off a bridge. Like I said, it's got some of like the wackiness that an older Final Fantasy would have. Yes, let's help Don Juan. Ironically, his name is Don Juan, he got slapped by a lady off a bridge. Hardy har. But that's okay, because he's going to be joining our cadre of organized rebels who kill people to liberate the world? I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Yes, you're coming with me. You can wield a harpoon. And it's funny, like, all the characters are pretty unique in this game, but it's funny, you build up kind of groups of certain categories of characters. Like Don Juan here is a Lancer, and I'm pretty sure we have 3 other Lancers. And you kind of can form groups with them, and they do They do better stuff when you group a whole bunch of them into a certain group. Oh, and he got slapped off the bridge again. As you can see, his name being Don Juan is not an accident. Yeah, we'll pull you up again there. Yeah, could you stop the real class act with a heart so pure? Yeah, could you stop getting slapped off of bridges? We're forming a, Oh, and there's our dragons, yeah! So there's dragons in this game. I think I mentioned that passingly. But the crazy thing about the dragons in this game is that they're almost like a Pokemon. Like, you feed them, right? And they get stats, and they change, and that's insane. Like, when you first get the dragons, they're cute little, like, chibi-looking creatures, but you literally feed them weapons and armor, and it increases their stats, which is just nuts. So, like, right now, we have Thunderhawk, which is a Devil Han, and he's got a high strength, fire damage is high, and lightning's not too bad. But let's see if we have anything to actually change that up here. If we were to, say, give him a bunch of ice grass, which is something you would use in combat, see, bam, he changed into a totally different dragon, evolved into an earth warrior. I'm pretty sure that happens when the fire, ice, and lightning stats are all above 10. He's got HP, you know, look at all these stats, beautiful. And like I said, some of it's not so straightforward, like you get stuff that's just triple question marks, or Princess's triple question marks, or Kunso's triple question marks. You can buy adult magazines and then feed them to dragons so they turn into other dragons. It's really nuts. And now you can make them all like ultimate level, or you can make them their own individual things. So this is also an Earth Warrior, but as you can see, the stats are totally different. And honestly, Salamander's looking like could use some strength, vitality, and dex. And now the thing is that these are all weapons our characters can use that we were just walking around the town with. So you have to make the decision to, are we going to feed the dragons weapons, or are we going to equip our people, you know, slightly better this time? And that's awesome. There's shops, of course. You can buy and sell, and it's just us. There's so much to love about this game. It is a hilarious shame that this game was not released in America, because I guarantee you people would have loved this game. This would have been one of the classic greats. And it just, for the life of me, I don't, like I said, I'm not like the gaming historian here. I'm not to tell you, you know, the ins and outs of what happened and why. But suffice to say, this game it didn't receive a U.S. release. And it's an unequivocal shame. So, and if we look at our formations here, you can see we have parties. I think we have five parties? 6 parties? 6 parties. And you can see you could switch these people all around. You could put knights in with the priests, warlocks with the wizard. But as I mentioned, the more in one group will actually be more beneficial. See, now that we have a 4th Lancer, we're actually going to go ahead and put Don Juan in with these other Lancers, so they can do maximum Lancer stuff, and we'll get rid of Little Devils because the Little Devils are just, imagine having, I don't want to say Moogles, more like the imps from like Final Fantasy VI. Instead of having them, we're just going to put people in with like rapiers and light armor. Much better. No, oh, come on now. There we go. Yeah, people would have loved this game. Long story short, and you gain experience and items by progressing the story, of course, but you can before every major combat you can go and do like bonus dungeons. Like, let's just try out bonus dungeon 1, because clearly we're not here for the story, and on the off chance any of you actually decide to pick this up and play yourself, I'd hate to ruin the story for you. So as you can see, we have like a tactics kind of engine here going on, where characters on a map, and we can move and fight all these guys. These are all groups of enemies. We got a Lanzenritter, we got Broombar, I believe those are all very German-esque kind of names. Highlander, Berg Mage. And again, this is a fan translation, so, you know, if things aren't accurate, what can you do? But let's, so first off, we can move, right? Obviously. But we also have like moves that we can use that affect the battlefield, and not just like obviously you see there we can attack that guy with that, but if we move a little here, thunder, right? The element thunder destroys stuff. Like it destroys walls, bridges. This guy. See, it just blew up those walls and attacked everybody there real good. Now our dragon's gonna go after we've gone and cast Hellfire level 10. Oh, yes. Oh, the damage. Lovely. And now our dragon gets experience. The dragons level up as well. Now, let's set it to go. And we'll move up here and see if we can get the dragon to bust out some melee. Because I don't think we can reach with that one. No. Okay. Go, dragon, go! Yeah, get in there. And then it switches to, like, regular turn-based battle here. Oh, it was also going to cast Hellfire level 10. Toast. Oh, Ice Magic level 4. Oh, 194 damage, you scoundrel! And then one last thing we'll show you here before we kind of move on. Oh, I don't think we've gotten that far yet. Oh, we did. Summon Balitra. Yes, do it. That's so awesome. That's just damage. Now you get more dragons as the game goes on and they do more things. But you can really see the appeal of a game of this nature. It's just so much fun. Dragon's gonna Ice Breath level 10. And now, again, I said thunder will destroy things. Ice will actually freeze water and put out fire. So, like, if this bridge was destroyed that our blonde-haired protagonist is standing on, you could freeze the water and walk across that way. Now, this isn't the only turn-based tactics RPG to do stuff like that, but you gotta figure this is Super Nintendo from Square when it was Squaresoft. Anything we could do here? No? Okay. Go, dragon, go! See what else we can get popping off here. And, like, sometimes you can get the dragon just going in melee, and it'll do a horrendous amount of damage. Hellfire level 10. That's because fire stuff is one of the easiest things to get, and you can max it out so fast. Now, this is very... I want to say this is, like, 20% into the game, so, like, there's way more you'll be doing. As far as abilities and whatnot. Let's see if we can see something new here. Oh, wow, you went ball. Whoa, okay, you're gonna attack that guy. That's fun. Just a little water droplet with wings kind of deal. Excellent. Alright, well, that is the long and short of Bahamut Lagoon. And as I said, this is like with most of these classic one-shots, just the tip of the iceberg. So, if you enjoyed this, I would strongly suggest finding out a way to play it for yourself. Now, I can't advocate that for numerous reasons, but suffice to say, I would if I was able to. If you know what I'm saying. So, that being said, that's all the time I have for today's episode today. Thank you everybody so much for joining me for another classic one-shot over here at LostTimeGaming. I am Devo. This has been another exciting look of Bahamut Lagoon in a series I haven't named yet, but Games You Never Played is likely going to be the title of this. That being said, if you enjoyed the video today, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, get subscribed. Let me know... Wait, what did I say there? Leave a comment, get subscribed. Let me know what down in the comment section below what you thought about my gameplay, my commentary, or anything else in general. That being said, thanks for watching, and as usual, I'll catch you all on the flip side.